Welcome back to Booty, Session 10, Part 2. We continue our journey as the gang have just finished hiring not one, but 2 first mates. That's right, the ship is out of dry dock, down in the water, as the staff are prepared. We join the story once again with the gang showing the first mates the ship, I believe. I think Sword was going to show them some of the automatons that will be helping to run it and crew it.
Feel free to treat them like a piece of shit. Honestly, they're automatons. They don't have feelings. So it's really
So you're
good.
down in the hole at this point? Well, your little homunculus just starts screaming at these 2 first mates as they come down. Yeah. You know, like what do you think it sounds like to you? Like a staff sergeant?
Like a screeching.
What in the hell do you think you're doing? There's a really loud voice from this tiny little
really
homunculus.
Loud. Yeah.
Shit! I don't know they piled shit that high. He's saying to these 2 first mates.
All right, ease up.
You've designed it. This is what you want.
Dr. Feelgood, please calm it down.
Please, why do they call him Dr. Feelgood?
These are your new first mates. So they actually do rank above you.
Oh.
Sorry,
gentlemen. And he salutes the 2 first mates.
Sorry about him.
He's hanging on to like the inside of his like swinging lantern.
If he needs to get the automatons to do anything all at once, or he just needs to do any basic commands, that sort of thing, get the ship ready for sailing, that sort of stuff, feed it to this fella first, and he'll make sure everyone gets the message.
Yeah, I can tell these automatons do just about anything. Anything.
Yeah.
Hell, they'll kill you in your sleep if you cross me. He says.
I made this guy. I don't know how.
I'm very abrasive and loud, but I get the job done. Where are we going, sir?
Good question.
He's saluting.
I'll have to speak with the other 2 captains, and then we'll figure it out.
Very good.
Yeah, you're gonna have to work with him on this.
I'm Dr. Feelgood.
That's Dr. Feelgood. Yeah, we've got Andy, First Mate Andy, and First Mate Bongo.
Andy and Bongo, those are stupid names.
All right, again,
Can make a
they are.
It's free speech. You can say what you want.
What are you gonna do? Stop me from existing?
I can literally do
Please
that.
don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either you can do it magically, or we can just step on you.
Don't.
I literally
Maybe just
infused.
misplace a
You
box.
try stomp me.
We can misplace a box, or something could fall off a shelf. Be careful.
You're tiny.
You're just in a lantern.
Yeah, but
Anyone
it's
can
my
knock that
world. But
over.
this lantern's my whole world.
It certainly is. Just watch yourself.
You watch yourself.
Well, I am.
I'm watching you too.
The fact that we're having a civil conversation and you're in this tiny little thing.
Is it civil to you?
It feels civil.
Good.
Okay.
It's nice that you're getting along.
Yeah.
We got a long
Hand him a little
long
tiny piece
sail
of
ahead of
chocolate.
us.
Whoa.
He throws it on the floor. He takes
That's
it
like
from
a
you and
week's
throws
worth
it on
of
the floor.
food. You
I don't want to eat.
It's a little.
Dum-dum.
That's fair enough.
Yeah,
You
it's a bit
stupid
different.
son of a bitch.
That makes a lot more
Yeah.
sense. He doesn't eat.
Hey, master, where'd you find this idiot?
Good question.
I'm going to knock
That's
him
a
over.
backstory I've
I'm going
not
to just
filled
gently push him over so his lantern falls to the side.
My lantern.
Look how easy that was.
Help me.
Look
I'm
how easy
dying.
that was. I'll pick him back up.
up.
Just so you know, it's easy to do.
You son of a bitch.
Yeah, wow. I may be.
All right.
I've never talked.
2 of your automatons pick up that lantern. I'm not going to do it. And yeah, I'll
The
leave you.
automatons hang him from the ceiling on a little hook. Wait.
So what rank is he?
He's under first mates,
Under first mates, but above.
above the automatons.
Right, okay. So we've
I
got,
kind of respect the automatons more
we've got
than
3
anyone else here.
captains,
Right.
3
fair enough.
captains, 2 first mates, whatever he is, and then automatons.
Automatons,
Okay,
yeah.
getting the
Bottom of the barrel,
hierarchy.
automatons.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. But everyone's below me because of the things I can do. So that's...
Yeah, but I can sing.
Yeah, whatever. I'm going to go to the crow's nest. We have a crow's
you-
nest, right?
Yeah.
I'm going up to it. I'm going to chill for a minute.
We ought to be.
Okay, it's
take
about 11 o'clock in the morning now.
we ought to be taking this thing out for a spin, don't you think?
Weather is good.
We ought to be heading out onto the sea.
Yeah, maiden voyage.
Yeah.
And we haven't got anyone in the Iron Maiden yet. We need to find.
No, someone.
We
to
should
go
take
in.
this thing for a spin.
Yeah, that's what we were just discussing.
I can't hear you from up here.
Well, it'd be useful if you were back down here.
It's pretty cool up here.
We probably
You can see a
shouldn't.
lot.
We probably
Right.
shouldn't leave with an empty Iron Maiden.
If you're planning on leaving port, may I suggest that we provision the ship first?
Who said that?
That's a good idea. That's Handsome Andy, sir.
Hi,
Yes,
handsome
that's-
Andy. That's why you're here. Go shopping.
And his
Andy,
eyes
the bag!
strays.
Andy, the bag. Keep it on.
Hello, sir. What's that?
Keep
You're
the
up,
bag. I can still see from here.
I haven't got a bag yet. I haven't bought
Yeah,
one.
go get
For
yourself
God's
a
sake,
Hessian
find
sack
something.
when you're getting
You want
provisions.
sack? Make your sack, is
Here's
it?
some gold.
Hessian sack, make big eye holes. It's fine.
Alright,
And then you
take
need to
some
make
gold. How much is that?
misshapen holes.
100 gold.
You give him 100 gold.
Got 600. You give him 100.
That's 2 months' wages for the
for?
Union, boy.
Okay, what would you like me to do? You want me to go to tearing the provision ship? What sort of stuff would you like? Food, ammunition, powder?
I want us to stretch the rations as thin as possible. So
Really
they last.
thin.
So like cheap but bulk goods.
Right, roger that. I'll get barrels of stuff for you.
Focus heavily on the military side of things. So we want
Plenty of powder.
a lot of gunpowder, a lot of cannons that fit our little cannon revolving.
And Bongo's looking at the he's fascinated by the cannons and things you've got. He's like, oh yes, he's like a particularly small bore. Yes, no, I think I can ask for a custom ammo type to be made. I've got some friends at the nearby gunsmiths.
You both go off then, and you.
We'll work together. Yes, we'll get
Can you
this thing
stop
for
by
you.
Turtle Bay and get me a veal of the sea, please?
Whoa. That's going to really cut into the 100 gold.
Is it?
You go there and work your magic and get it for free. Anyway,
Right, I'll go on my own then. Don't you worry.
with that 100 gold, Bongo,
Yeah.
if you
Bongo. Yes.
you have tools of your own, of course, bring them on board. If you want to cut into that budget, you can make an itemized list to me. If you think you can create some useful gadgets with it
Okay.
en route.
That's going to be quite a slim budget for making anything, but I'll try and think of something. Yes.
All right, with that, first orders of the day.
Okay. Very good. Yes. Handsome Andy, let's go. All right. Yeah. Right, off we go. You got a spare sack I can borrow? You hear them like chatting as they walk off into the distance.
See what we've
And
done.
then they will go and get you your items there. So the provisions-wise, they will bring back for you like a few barrels of the basics. So like salt beef, salt fish, some fruits like limes and things like that. The classic ship stuff to keep the vitamin C and stuff up like that.
We don't have to worry about the crew at all. It's just us.
Just for you, yeah. They'll get some special bits and bobs for you. They'll buy a few like preservable but tasty treats so that you guys can have some good meals, some fancier meals. They will also buy enough for, let's say, a month's voyage of equipment. They have many small bespoke cannonballs forged for you. So you have plenty of ammo, a couple of barrels of powder to load all sorts of things like mainly your cannons, but also your guns, anything, other requirements for powder you might have as well. You can use powder very creatively, gunpowder, that is. I mean, they'll do that. They can bring that back. You guys can either decide to go and do stuff on shore now, or you can wait until they come back and load in the barrels and supplies.
Well, I was just thinking, Titus,
Yes?
have you still got that hole with Kevin in?
Yes?
Because we should try him out in his little cage.
Yes?
True, yeah.
I'm coming down!
All right.
And then Kevin can help sort all this stuff that's
You can
coming.
sort it down there, can't
Hey
you?
guys,
Hello, Titus.
what did you say? I didn't hear anything you said.
Oh, right. You've got Kevin in the hole, but of
yeah,
course
yeah.
we've built
I've
his
got-
little prison, cage, room downstairs.
Yeah.
We'll try him out and see what he thinks.
See if he could
Yeah.
escape.
All right. Let's go down there and plop him out.
Let's do that.
Do it upside down.
All right, here we go. I'll just slap him on the ceiling.
You slap the ceiling, the hole in the ceiling inside the frame, in the metal frame, yeah?
Wait, isn't our gold in there?
Yeah,
Gonna
but
come
he's trapped in
tumbling
the
out.
cage. Oh yeah, there is all our gold in there as well.
It's all going to come tumbling
Oh,
down.
there's not too much left though.
Sure.
200 gold. Well, let's say, I think mainly Sword has it on his
Sure.
person.
Okay.
There's not that much in there
It's an
anymore.
empty chest.
Just in your
Yeah.
pockets.
Anyway.
A few things fall out, chests and things clatter out, and then the ethereal boy,
Hanging on.
Kevin, he's gripping
Come
it.
on,
His legs
Kevin.
come out first. You yank him. He falls down
There we go.
into the cage, and lo and behold, the magic of the cage allows him to stay in it without being in the hole and without being on his ship. There's runes and a little bit of magic inscribed in the frame that shimmer as he momentarily phases a little bit. Zzz. Oh, is he going to go back? Is he going to get pulled back to his original ship? No. This magical structure holds him
Contains him.
firm.
Almost,
How you doing,
it's
Kevin?
nuts, isn't it? What we can do.
Yeah, not bad.
Welcome to the new ship.
Is this it? Is it?
It's called the Raw Dog.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a pleasure to be aboard, sir.
Pleasure to have you aboard.
Can I leave the cage?
No, you
No,
wouldn't do
this is
that.
my cage now, is it? I guess
you
it
could-
beats a dark.
Well, yeah.
Think of it as
Hole.
your
Pitch black
Yeah,
before.
exactly. Think of it as your bedroom.
Okay,
You can put posters up if you want.
Yeah.
I can put posters up.
Yeah.
Can you get me some posters?
No.
Oh, I guess I'll just like use my fingernails to inscribe some stuff into stuff.
I think this is a brand new ship. Please don't.
I don't think you'll be able
Please
to
don't
interact.
vandalize.
Also on the floor is a pair of the magical
I've got
green
gloves.
gloves that have fallen out of the hole.
Can you?
Do you want me to like organise it in here or something?
Yeah, if you can reach through the bars.
Yeah.
And then like just stack stuff and tidy it all up when they bring the provisions on. Is that all right?
God, you
Yeah.
fucking little. I'm gonna go up to the cage and like
Yeah.
want to swipe at him.
And your hand passes through him. If you like, you can put the green gloves on to physically
Put
slap
No,
him.
I just have an outburst of
Physically slap
aggression.
Would you like to beat him?
No, I just like I get over the moment. I'm sorry.
well,
sorry.
I'm
guys.
sorry. Master Sword, you seem to still not quite understand the rules of our.
Oh yeah, I don't understand the rules, do I?
Do you want to burn
Fuck
the glove
off,
to
give
beat
me
me,
the gloves.
sir?
Give him a glove.
Give me the gloves.
Oh, the gloves are on.
Oh, wait, hold on. What are you doing with those gloves? Why are you putting those gloves on, sir?
Hold on.
What? No, what?
God, it's the
I'm
wrong
holding
one.
on.
It's so laboured.
Guys,
I'm so
put them on
sorry,
the wrong
Kevin.
hand.
You have to deal
What's
with this.
happening
Stand
here?
right there.
We will
What's
stand by
happening?
and
Oh,
watch
do I
it
need to
happen.
worry?
We're going to watch it. I'm so sorry.
What's happening? Are you going to go inside the cage? Or are you going to
Grab him by the scruff.
You put him through the
I
bars?
pull him up to the bars.
I'm sorry, sir. What are you doing?
Just teaching you a lesson.
No. Oh, I don't need any more lessons. I'm very learned.
I pull up the gun, but this hand doesn't have the glove on. I just shoot through his head.
Oh, you're making holes in our ship.
Hole in the side.
The bullet flies through and lodges itself inside the hull.
God's sake. It's a brand new ship.
He sprawls on the floor like.
I hate cabin boys.
Oh no! I'm disgusting and vile. I'm so sorry, sir.
Stop sucking up to me.
I don't know what to do. How do I appease you?
Clean all this up.
It's already fairly tidy. It's brand new.
Provisions are coming.
brand new.
Sort it out when it comes.
But
all
within
right?
the cave, what do you want in the? No, it passes straight through him. What do you want, sir? Like what?
I walk away angrily.
Sorry about him, Kevin, but you really should behave yourself in future.
I know it's on
You've
me.
been a very naughty boy,
Uh,
haven't you?
would you like a glove, sir?
Not right now.
Maybe.
I'm Mr. Nice
Let's all
Guy.
leave the
alright?
gloves for now.
I'll be your friend, Kevin.
Okay, good.
Do you want to pull on
We'll leave the light
Terrence's
on.
tail?
We can leave the light on for him. That's nice, isn't it?
He's trying to pull on Terrence's tail, but
you
just
can't.
go through it. I know he doesn't have the gloves on.
You stay there, Terrence.
Right,
I forget he's there sometimes.
I forget he's there as well a lot of the time.
A lot of us do forget that he's there. But he is. We'll leave a little light on for you, mate. Don't worry, you can stay in a lit room so you can look around and enjoy the mundane nature of this.
Of living in the
Cell.
base of a ship,
Well, what else? What are your dreams, Kevin? What do you dream of?
sailing the high seas.
Well, we're going to be sailing again.
But I'm going to be.
Down here. In the magic
I guess I'll
protection.
just listen for the sounds
Listen,
and imagine.
the moment you leave, you will not exist.
What if?
Do you understand that?
I
Do you understand
do.
the concept of not existing, Kevin?
Well, I might return to Mickle's ship, will I not?
You don't know.
I don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know for sure.
I
But
wouldn't
now you're
risk it.
currently protected by magic,
Yes,
and everything here is all you have.
a gilded prison, if you will.
Don't call it prison. This is your home.
It's a structure made
It's
of
a
metal
home.
bars. It's definitely a
home.
prison.
It's a magical home.
What if we take a cannonball below the waterline and it starts flooding the bottom of the ship?
Then you call for us. In fact,
Will
if
you
that,
be able
if
to
that
hear me?
happens, I would like you to scream your head off because we need to know.
I'm 3 floors below you, though. What if you're up on the top deck?
Well, where's the glass? Is there a glass floor in here?
No,
Oh, well, we below. I'm confused.
you're on the,
whether-
you're on the
I thought there was
bottom
a-
deck of the ship.
I'll
You're
tell
in
you what
like
we can do.
belly
Where's the
of
glass
the ship.
floor?
It's in the bedrooms, in
Only
the
in
rear of the
bedrooms.
ship.
Only in the bedrooms.
What
okay.
we can do then, Kevin?
You don't get the glass floor. It's pretty cool. You get to see like things.
Could I see that at some point?
No, we can't move you much. I could probably put you in the hole and then.
I reckon we can run a rope down from the top deck that's connected to the bell through the boards, just through the little gaps, all the way down to Kevin, so he can give it a little yank if it's flooding.
A little bell, a little.
Kevin
Okay,
bell.
maybe you can ask.
You'd be a warning boy. if
You can
get
ask
hit on the-
Bongo to like do that for you if you
Yeah,
like.
Bongo's
Yeah.
pretty good
You're
at
an
that.
alarm.
He'll do it when he
You're
comes
an alarm
back.
system.
But if the base is flooding,
If something,
ding 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 ding
anything at all,
ding ding ding
It's a
ding
flood
ding.
bell.
if you dare abuse that system, the bell's gone, and the light's coming off, and
Okay.
you're once again
Back in the hole.
back in the hole. All right, that's
Yeah.
that's just a very simple rule. Otherwise, have fun.
See you, Kevin. Look, I can inflate him when I want. There you are.
Oh, look at that.
He's now
Just walk out.
awkwardly bobbing against the ceiling of the
Come
lower
on,
deck.
Terrence, out you go.
Like a birthday balloon.
Careful.
Walking out, carrying him.
As he hits and knocks on things as he walks by. Boom. Okay. Well, the ship is ready to leave. If you want to go out on a, you can choose to. It's entirely up to you what you do. You can choose to leave and just head out into
We should see
the
how fast
open
this baby
sea.
goes.
I think
Yeah,
I
let's-
reckon we let this.
Let's do a
loose.
speed test.
You want to do a sea trial? I mean, what I will say is during your month-long rest, you learn a bit about the horn and what it is. The horn is essentially a massive pile of broken ships and flotsam and jetsam and all the things. Imagine like the Pacific trash patch,
Okay.
but this is more concentrated and more structured. So the Horn is this legendary spot in the middle of the Atlantic, the Great Sea, to the northeast of the Thousand Teeth. In the center of that, currents, the great currents that run through the giant sea, converge. And here, lots of, like I say, pieces of old ships and other ships started to gather a long time ago. But because of this gathering of broken ships and all of the things that ships sometimes lose, with that came riches and rare things, where ships were lost at sea, where great galleons filled with gold and riches and magical items from their plundering of the Thousand Teeth were lost at sea. Okay, eventually, those currents brought all that together. And the thing is, not just the valuable, not just the inert, not just the broken gathered here, but great sea beasts as well are brought to this area because of the currents bringing food and other wildlife and things like that to this area. There are lots of reasons for the great beasties of the sea, the gargantuan behemoths, such as the kraken-like creature you fought, gather here too. So when a ship or a crew attempt the Horn, they do so often in pursuit of great riches, but they know that it comes at the great risk of encountering one of these giant beasts. And that is essentially what you've learned from other sailors in bars and libraries and things like that. So it's worth visiting for such great riches, but of course it comes at great risk.
Well, let's not do that.
Not go there.
Let's go around it. No, that sounds good.
I reckon we should just run a few, endurance stress tests
Let's just
of our
give her
ship.
stretch her legs.
Maybe do a lap of the Isle, something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe get the automatons, see if they can
Weapons tests.
weapons
Just
tests.
check the whole crew and ship work together, do a lap, come back. If we're happy, head on out to the old Horn.
Yeah.
Let's get horny.
I've
So
been
the Horn is going
desperate
to
for the
take
Horn.
you several weeks to reach.
Yeah.
With good wind.
While we're getting all those provisions.
Get ourselves a weather wizard.
Sorry?
That would speed things up.
The weather wizard.
Yeah.
Can you do
control
anything with the
wind,
wind?
maybe?
Could you make it blow?
Yeah.
You could.
For a long time, you've known I can control wind.
Yeah, but you
Directing
weren't
like
as
what?
good as
Doesn't matter.
that other guy that we saw.
I'm
don't know.
capable of pushing a ship.
This ship's already getting pretty crowded. I
a
don't want
bit
to
of
bring
wind.
anyone else on, quite honestly.
Well, I can do the weather thing.
Well, we could look into a weather wizard. You're right. If only there was a wizard that we could find.
Yeah, like a
do
really
weather
powerful
stuff.
wizard that could cast weather-like abilities.
Yeah. Just like a really good wizard.
Yeah.
That's what we need.
Anyway,
We'll
wishful
never find
thinking.
it.
Pipe
I
dream,
can
innit?
conjure a gust of wind.
Yeah, that kind of thing is what we're after.
Yeah,
so
and I
if
can
we
do
could
that.
find someone
But I
that
can
could
do
do
that.
that.
Me.
A weather wizard. Maybe
can.
we'll find someone that's, when we're out and about. That
I can lift a kraken! I did!
You were there when we lifted the kraken.
I lifted
weren't
the
you?
kraken!
You were there. Yeah, you were under the water though.
Yeah,
Don't know what
pushing
you
him
were
up.
doing.
Pushing him up and
why was
killing
that
him.
kraken just
Suffocating a
one time?
kraken.
We
I
were
suffocated a
fighting
kraken. I
above
can
sea
control a
level.
gust
You
of
were hiding
wind.
down below.
Yeah, what were you doing down there?
Oh, I was talking to him.
Sure.
Yeah.
I was having a little conversation and I lifted him up. And we killed him.
We
It was
did.
a great time. We
I
did.
remember slicing and dicing and shooting.
No.
I don't remember you doing anything.
I'll have to change your memory, perhaps.
Please don't.
Change everyone's memory. In the last 24 hours, things might be different. I'm
Please
just saying.
Don't change my memory. Let's set sail, shall we? Let's get the
Let's
hat
test her out. Let's really stretch her legs and let's
on. Who
push
wants
it.
the wheel? First time wheel. Rock, paper, scissors?
I think it's below me because it's right down there.
Did you say billow?
No, I didn't say below actually. I did it. It just happened. I said it just by saying it in casual nature. I said below,
Your cloak billowing
and it's doing it.
reliably snaps as if a strong
fantastic.
breeze has just assaulted you.
Right, let's spin this baby out.
Whoa! I thought you said it was below you.
It was. It's down there. I'm a quite tall person.
Oh,
Are you going to take the wheel? Right,
Certainly
so
span it really far to the right.
you
Don't know if
guys need to
that's taking
untie the
me anywhere.
ropes and things like that first. You don't just start driving. It's not a car.
Automatons, do your thing.
No, Dr. Feelgood. Tell the automatons.
Yeah.
All right, you wooden metal pieces of shit. I want you to de-rig the ropes, and I want you to get this thing ready to make sail. And the automaton's just like,
Sound works really well. The squeaking.
they silently walk their way out, under the ropes, throw them off, and then come back down and go back into their they've got like a position on the gun crew that they just sort of like fold up in and just be like,
Bit lifeless, but
All I'm picturing
first-
is Bastion now, so.
Yeah, the first mates now are also helping and working on it. Ship's ready to go.
Were we tied up at a dock or were we like anchored out a little bit?
No, you were like on a jetty. Yeah, you were like in a small little harbour that's attached to the ship.
Well, we haven't
dunked down a ramp, were we?
Yeah, you went down a ramp already.
that already.
It sat in the water in a small harbour that the shipyard uses to launch its ships.
How does the anchor work on the ship? Is it one of the spinning ones like you get on Sea of Thieves where it's through the middle, or is it one that we throw over the side and then have to hoist back up by hand?
We'll say there's a capstan. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a thing you can work together to yank up and down and drop, but it runs through the front of the ship and off the nose and then falls down into there. It's below the Iron Maiden, which is below the Horn. There's a lot of shit rigged to the front of your ship.
Yeah, it's very front heavy.
Great for downforce.
Yeah.
Guys, did we
perfect.
fill the Iron Maiden before we?
We have
sailed?
not.
We really should do that. Is Tyrone still around?
I don't think we should do any more to Tyrone. He's been through a lot.
Yeah, he's got your
He's
puppy
been
as
through
well.
an entire romantic relationship in 24 hours.
And
And
a
he's now got a
breakup.
puppy to look after, so let's not just shove him in an
All
Iron
right,
Maiden
all
like
right.
we're
I thought you'd be on board
like we
with
have no
that.
feelings.
Well, keep your eye out for
But
anyone.
we'll look
that
out for someone. We've
you
got
wanna
to fill
slam
that
in
slot.
there.
We've
Yeah.
got to like.
What I
otherwise
put
it's
in there is a
wasted
mechanism
space.
which is like a metal thing that goes in your mouth, and so like if you jolt around, it's going to cut up your mouth.
That's really,
Jeez.
really genius. I love that.
Oh.
Wow.
They have to bite harder, but the risk is they could break a tooth. So it's quite
Better
It's
than tearing
brutal.
up your mouth, isn't
yeah.
it?
But there are also like sharp implements either side of the Iron
All right,
Maiden.
let's
We
try-
all know what an Iron
We don't
Maiden
need to
is.
fill that right now.
Let's not.
Let's,
No one's in it right now. Let's test her out. Let's test the speed and comfort,
Get it going.
and durability, and speed and
Should we-
weapon power.
Should we wait for our first mate and the other first mate to come back first?
They're already back.
Are they?
Two mates.
Sorry, I missed that. I was doing something else.
Yeah, the mates,
was inflating
mates are on
terrors.
board. We're ready to go. Let's
All right, okay.
They're on board.
let's go. Send the ship out.
Lower those sails, probably.
Wow, this
flop
is
us
it. The
out forward.
first trip for the Raw Dog.
Raw dog is raw dog.
Hell,
innit?
I like the chain of command to be whoever's at the wheel has to pass it on to whoever out of us two is closer, who then passes it on to the next person. So say you say go to tell him to go, to tell me to go, that I then say to the first mate who's closest to go, who passes it to the next first mate, who then shouts down to the guy in the little lantern, who then shouts at all the crew to go. I think that's the chain of command.
It sounds simple. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so everyone shouts go.
Right.
Go.
Go!
Go! So yeah, you start sailing. You make it out of the little harbour you're in, and into the large mouth of the Gold Tooth Isle, or the river that enters the Gold Tooth Isle. This is a busy ship-like area. Like there are lots of small and large boats navigating around, so you need to be careful. Who's on the wheel? You?
Oh yeah. There's quite a lot of wheel lag. Can we fix the
Give
wheel
me
lag?
a.
We'll have to tighten that up.
Ask them down the
Oh,
line.
sorry. Can we fix the wheel lag?
Whoa, you missed me out.
Oh, so I was
Can we
closer-
fix the
I was-
wheel lag?
Yeah, I was closer at the time, so
Oh,
now
right.
to you. Can we fix the wheel lag?
First mate, can we fix the wheel lag?
Yes. We'll tighten that up. Yeah, so the wheel lag does actually have some downsides. You bump the ship a few times against the wall of the small harbour.
this is brand
no,
new.
You scrape to the outside, the right-hand side of the ship.
Plan ahead. Plan ahead.
Left,
I feel like
left,
for how
left,
fast
left.
this ship can go, we need a tighter steering than that.
Way tighter than that.
Okay. So yeah, it tightens up. Bongo. Oh yes, I seem to have adjusted the wheel leg now.
Great
So
tightening.
It's working well, and you've noticed it kept a bit more responsive.
Yes,
And
it's almost
learn-
one-to-one.
You're starting to already learn the sort of behaviour of the ship, the handling.
Yes.
You're getting to grips with it already, Titus. You make it.
She feels tight.
You stop shaking it so much.
Wow.
It's so tight.
Honestly,
very
it's on a hair trigger. It's a sharp left or a sharp right. We need to.
The crew's
Where's the dead zone?
from left to right.
No dead zone.
Whoa!
You're gonna have to
Jeez.
lock it straight.
Okay.
Man, if we hit a wave, we're screwed.
Cruise control.
There is
that's not on
indeed
here.
no dead zone on the steering anymore. You are through most of the traffic now. out into the bay proper, and this area you see other ships sort of getting ready for open seas. So they're practicing things, they're checking rigging. Your rigging is taut, and your sails snap and fill with the wind.
Let's get the rotation right, crew. Oh, well, sorry. Can you get the rotation right, crew?
Can you get the rotation right, crew? First mate, whoever's closest. Bongo.
Bongo, yes. Okay, everyone. We're going to be going out into full sea trials. We're going to have every system checked. Everything is looking good so far. Let's get everything tight. And he's like, yeah, okay, I guess I'm naturally subordinate to you, sir, because I am actually working for free and I'm an idiot. So whatever you say, Master Bongo. So he's second mate now.
Yeah.
And he's just naturally slipped
Fallen
into that role.
yeah.
Yeah, he has managed to find a Hessian bag, which he's cut a couple of holes into for his eyes. And he's tied that with a leather bit of like a leather lace just around his neck.
No chance of slippage, good.
Yeah, he's tightened that, and he's wandering around like the bad guy from the first Batman film.
Scarecrow.
Yeah.
What's worse?
It's terrifying.
He's going to get the nickname
We
Scarecrow.
should put a sympathetic face expression on the front.
Big sad
Like a
clown.
sad face.
Upturned eyebrows. Like,
Winky face.
He'll be fine. He's happier for it. He's got more confidence now he's got it on. I've
can
never
it be
seen
Uwu
someone so
face?
confident.
I want Uwu
Yeah.
face, yeah.
Bongo!
What does an Uwu face look like again?
Or just like the anime eyes.
Bongo! A quick engineering request from a carpenter and engineer.
Yes, sir.
guy.
What do you require?
Can we get a much smaller steering wheel created and popped up onto the crow's nest for me? I'd just like to see a bit more.
A small engineering request.
Just a small engineering
Do you want
request.
it working?
Yeah, so I can just go to the top and just kind of like really look around and control from the top. Is that so much to ask?
It's quite a lot, yes. We're going to have to use a remote pulley system to access the...
I don't want to hear the information.
Okay, very
Actually,
good.
that stuff doesn't really make any difference to me until you've made it and I can complain about how tight it is or whatever. But for now, I'm happy to use the original, or what I would probably class as outdated steering system.
Okay.
So thank you, Bongo, for your engineering assistance. That's you earning your 50 gold, mate.
It's
While
quite
you're at it,
complicated, actually. The steering
an
wheels
actual born leader.
of ships were quite complicated. They use
imagine they
ropes that then move the system underneath.
Could he not just
But
tie a
I'll
rope
add it to the
down to-
list. I'm already putting the bell system in for Kevin.
about to ask that.
So I'll get the rope up. It might take a few weeks,
Honestly.
but I'll have it done.
Sure.
We've got a lot of sea time.
It's just
to do.
we're going to find things we want to fix and make better over time. Get them in now. Get the requests in now. That's two things. The
That's
bell
fine.
probably not as important as the steering wheel on the top. I feel like that's going to be a big improvement because once we're up there, you can see everything.
You can, yeah.
And if we can control the ship from up there, the world's our oyster. We'll be at the horn in no time. We'll be raw dogging the horn.
Or a dog.
Very good, sir. Raw dog in the horn soon, yes. Right, so you're out in the bay. You can...
Are we down there?
Huh? Yeah, I mean, no, you're not out in the open sea. You're not in the open sea yet. It's still within a few miles of land. You can still see land quite easily.
Where are we on the map?
There are sort of small rocky outcrops that often are used for target practice by other ships. This is a very known thing. Ships often stop, chuck their own targets and stuff, but essentially it's like a small rocky outcrop with a pile of targets and things on it. Mostly chopped to pieces by the cannons, but if you like, you can try a firing drill.
All right, we're going to do some cannon drills now, everybody. So get the cannons ready, would you?
Get the cannons ready, would you?
Get the cannons ready, would you?
Okay, you stupid automated fucks. I want these barrels loaded. And so you can see the automaton snap into action. They rotate the 4-cylinder cylinders to the side, and they load these small golf ball style cannonballs in, packing charges behind it, powder as well. They're loaded up and they're ready to go. Starboard and port side cannon batteries report ready to fire.
On my command! Or his.
That's true.
Okay. And like the little homunculus is like leaning out and around the outside of his little like lantern home, like looking up the staircase from the gun deck up into the open air where he sees you guys above. Or do you want one of you want to come down and like command this or not?
I'm going to test to see if they can make the best judgment. So I'm going to do a command of fire when ready, and then see how they best judge when to shoot and if they hit the targets.
Okay, so because of the way this is set up, it's best to have somebody on the top deck calling the shots in terms of like they can see like out of their little opening and they can adjust them slightly, but you are still going to need to tell them like, you know, fire. Essentially, you're gonna try and tell them to fire.
All right, who's got the best vision of all of us?
What are your perceptions?
What's everyone's perceptions and skills? Mine is +0.
+0.
+2.
All right, you're gonna have to be our eyes on the top deck,
Right.
calling the shots.
I can be your ice.
Just tell Dr. Feelgood where you want to shoot and when.
All right. What are we firing at again?
There's just
Target-
some
just a few
it's like
targets.
target practice. There's a
Right.
small
Doing
rocky
target
outcrop,
practice.
barely even big enough to be considered an island.
All right, Dr. Feelgood, fire. Am I calling the? Are you calling it?
You're gonna go direct orders now.
Okay.
We're cutting the chain of
We're
command.
coming up alongside some targets. Acquire your targets. And fire at will.
Fire at will! And then as you come across, we're going to say you're going to be approaching this. So your port side, your left side battery is the one that's going to target this thing. And several, we're talking, let's say you hear 3 shots initially.
For the first.
Yep, that's
Cannon.
bang, bang, bang. And then another 3 shots. And then an explosion.
Yeah, imagine that.
Bang!
on there somewhere.
Okay, so initially the first volley of 6 shots goes off well. They land. Okay, yeah, that's a huge explosion.
That's why I didn't want to press it.
That's about right. Something's gone very wrong
Oh, what, in the ship?
in the ship. So essentially, those shots went well. The cannons work very, very well, very accurate. The speed of the projectiles is incredible. Every target it hits, it just seems to go straight through. And it rips through several other targets. These projectiles are highly accurate, very quick, high penetration rounds. They don't do a huge amount of explosive damage. However, something that does go wrong is there's a misfire on one of the cannons. One of the cannons, the chamber has essentially just blown off backwards. So there was a blockage of some description, and the chamber that goes onto the back of the cannon barrel has exploded out backwards, and one of the arms of one of the automatons has been blown off, and one of the cannons requires repair.
Is there any fire, or are we good there?
There is no fire at the moment, luckily. It hasn't caught fire, but a huge amount of smoke. So you hear Dr. Feelgood like, "Holy shit! Oh, you better get down here, somebody, there's been an explosion."
Oh my god, here we go again.
This is why we do the test, guys. This is why we test.
Is that Andy?
Yeah.
Is Andy dead?
Andy's not down there, no. Luckily,
Is
it was
Andy
just
dead,
Dr.
guys?
Feelgood
That's
and the
more than
automatons
Andy.
on the gun deck at the time.
He
God,
was,
Andy was
a
so good.
special soul. His mask, I mean, his head, his face was something that we'll always remember in our nightmares.
Honestly, that's all the
Dear
mourning
God,
I need.
I hope for the
Andy.
best.
He's
I know.
just there, guys.
Oh, he's fine.
Oh, sorry, Andy.
Andy, big up Andy. Nice guy.
Bongo has just taken a quick look down. He's ran down the stairs, come back up, and he's telling you guys like, "Okay, I've had a quick look. Seems to me that there was some sort of blockage in one of the cannons, and that's caused it to backfire and blow open the rear of one of your cannons.
Is that under warranty, that
It'll
cannon?
take a couple of days to repair.
Yeah, is it under warranty? Should we send it back?
Can you repair the? Is the automatons okay?
We've got a few spares. The automatons, one of them's taken a bit of a knock. This is one of his arms has blown
you fix
right
him?
off. Well, maybe if Sword gives me a bit of help, we might be able to construct it. I think there seems to be a large store of spares for most of the stuff on the ship. So I think
Yeah,
we
we've
can.
got arms, we've got legs in the storage with Kevin.
Yes,
We should definitely look into the warranty of some of those
But other than
cannons.
that, Dr. Feelgood is reporting that the cannons are highly effective and should be particularly good against organic targets. I don't think they'll be particularly good at blowing holes in ships, however. They'll penetrate, but if you're looking to sink things, these are not the things for you.
What if we were to aim below the waterline though? Wouldn't they go
Small,
through it?
gentle
small
leaks.
shots.
It would perhaps take, it could be a good idea, we would take a lot of shots.
Okay.
We think the cannons can fire 4 shots within a matter of seconds. Per cannon. So yes, if you concentrated fire with the cannons, yes, I think we could
we're all right
put that
then.
perhaps.
Be
think.
extremely
What,
accurate.
what do we think was the problem that caused the blowback? Like, how do we
that
remedy
manufacturing
that?
error?
Yeah, is that likely to happen on the other
It
cannons?
seems to be a loading error.
Who loaded it?
The automatons.
The one that
no.
lost his arm.
This
Okay,
is
we
not
can't
good.
really
That's
get
not good, is it?
angry
That's
then.
gonna.
You may want to check their work in the future.
Well, it's not getting angry at them. It's just that if they do that again, we're out 2 cannons.
Dr. Feelgood,
Yes, sir.
I think there's a bit of discipline to be taught.
You want
for certain
you want your homunculus to discipline the automaton.
that recently lost their arm,
How
Right.
how would you like him disciplined, sir?
so that they never
I
make
think we
this
should all be
mistake
present.
again.
We should all be present.
Iron Maiden.
What physical damage do you want me to? You want us to put an automaton in an Iron Maiden?
We'll put an automaton, which
Just to
can't
test
feel
it.
feelings. I just want to point that out. To put it
It
inside.
can't even learn lessons.
It's more just to set
No.
an example for the rest of the crew.
Yeah, but there's only 2 humans, or two
And we can't be putting our
non-automatons,
first
basically.
and second mate in there.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
I mean,
Well,
I just thought it might send a message to the
let's
the
fix
other
it,
crew.
and then we'll
No, we'll think
teach
about
it better.
Okay.
Because I think it's a teaching issue.
Okay, sorry, yeah, I got a bit carried away.
Okay. But I like that you're trying to think of the.
I know,
Okay,
I'm
so
trying
you guys
to
need to
I'm
help
trying to keep up with you
lift
guys.
the
I'm still
automaton.
misreading
Yeah.
situations
Yeah,
of when
yeah,
to
You're
be
gonna,
aggressive.
so the automaton walks up the stairs. More like a creaking sound, let's be honest. Like,
Yeah, no, I'm hearing it.
and walks to the front of the ship where it waits with its one arm up, ready for you to loop a rope around it to lower it down into the front of the ship. Or you could pull the Iron Maiden up, if you work
We're actually
together,
doing this.
onto the deck to load the automaton into it.
I actually don't want to load up the Iron Maiden yet.
Okay, we're not going to do the Iron Maiden. Right,
think-
you can go back
look.
down. We've got you a bit worried, but to the rest of you on
Just
deck,
so you know.
see what happens. We
Yeah.
may use the Iron Maiden on our own crew.
Yeah, you hear that, bag face?
Oh, yes, sir, you hear that? Yes, sir.
You're
Andy
looking
will
very
do.
handsome today, Andy.
Thank you. I feel pretty good. You see my ass? I got some bits done. And he's had like
had some
really
work done already.
crude ass implants done.
God, I mean,
Very impressive.
Your face.
Do you want to see what they look like under my trousers?
Nope.
Yeah,
I
no,
can imagine those wounds are still healing.
Oh, they are. They are. I cannot sit down. I got a hot bum.
No, they advise you to lay on your front for at least 6 weeks.
I know. I'm just laying
It's a long
down.
time.
God, it's packed.
a long time not to
It
sit
is
on your bum.
packed with grease, though. I got grease put in it.
Oh.
Or they said organic would be better than wood. Wood?
Some wood panels at your arm.
I got
Wood?
I imagine they sand it into an arse shape and then just stuff it under
It just
your
looks
skin.
like a fucking bike seat.
Oh, fucking hell.
Wow. Amazing. A Brazilian
Okay,
butt lift
right.
with
Well,
wood.
the cannons, we've worked out those issues. The loading issues shouldn't be too common. That was unlucky that one of them seemed to have been loaded wrong.
All right.
But
Why do we do these tests?
Why we do these tests? Absolutely. Right. Well, that's that done. I mean, what do you want to do? You want to try and see how fast we can get this
Yeah,
thing
let's
going?
get a speed test going. The wind seems to be picking up.
Yeah.
Let's see how fast this baby can.
So there's a few other
chug along.
ships around you that are all doing similar things, all checking rigging and stuff. And if you like, you can maybe give them a.
Oh,
You can
Up
raise a
alongside
sail
them.
that's sort of like the drag
Yeah.
sail, like
looks like a checkered flag.
yeah.
Let's do it. Let's race them.
Let's race them.
We've
A
not
couple of the
raced
other
this
ships
before.
that are sort of bobbing around nearby you. You've got a couple of different ones. You've got one very nice looking Castilian design one of the monster hunters. You've got another couple that look as though they're sort of locals, fishermen and things like that. There's one fisherman guy who's just like, he fancies
Oh, he
himself.
wants drag
you know?
race, does he?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's
It
line
may
this
be a
up.
bit smaller, but I think we've got the technology.
How do we talk to these guys? We just
You use
Shout.
flag signaling.
Yes.
He's a universally known drag race flag.
Okay.
They call it a flag race.
flag race.
And
Is there like 3 flags that are like red, amber, and green?
Yeah.
Someone's loading.
So the fisherman, the guy, yeah, he's got like a special rig that he raises up, which is a flag that has holes cut into it. It's a black flag with holes cut into it, and then behind it they raise the different colours to simulate,
That's very cool.
the starting thing. And he's got his boy on board. It's only a small ship, but he really is. He's really keen. He loves this stuff, so he's like ready to go. And one of the ships, the Castilia ship, the City by the Sea ship, they're like, would you like to put some money on this? They yell from across the...
How much?
How about 10 gold?
Yeah.
Make it 20.
Okay.
We got this in the
We
bag.
got this in.
Titus, you ready? You got the wheel?
Certainly have.
Found that dead zone?
How about
It's just
from
going to go
here
straight.
to the next target? And off the front of your ship, about 500
you see that, Kapipi?
meters, you see another. Yeah, you
see
see
it.
another small
I can
outcropping,
see
much
it.
like this one, that's clearly been used.
Dead ahead of us. in fact.
Okay.
Right. So you guys get into two boat, two booty. Actually, I really like. You guys get into a racing position, and you're going to have to work together in order to get the most out of this ship now. So the sails are down, and you're ready to get going. What I'm going to need you to do, I'm going to want you to do some rolls for me here. So,
What are those?
Finally, I haven't used this yet.
Oh, fresh.
As in just today, I mean.
what you're going to do is you're all going to do sleight of hand checks. and athletics checks. You can use whichever
Got it.
has the highest stat. And for this, you're going to be rolling. I want 3 separate checks to see how fast you're going to get going. So, the race has started. Okay? You are up against 2 other ships, a fisherman's ship and a Castilian ship. The Castilian ship makes way, and it already has a good start. It kicks into action. The ship almost does a slight wheelie, right? As it gets going, and it's clipping along. Okay. Right. Each three of you give me the rolls I asked for.
All right, I'm doing athletics. That's a 10.
Okay.
I've got
BP,
+6.
what's your roll?
So it's just whichever one's
Flight
higher.
of hand or athletics, your choice. Basically,
better.
to simulate you
+2.
running around,
Okay,
pulling
I
tight
got-
sails.
13 plus 4, 17.
Nice.
10, 17,
What does that say?
7.
7 plus
Okay.
2, 9.
9.
Right.
Sleight of hand.
So you pull level heading, like level pegging with the Castilia ship. Okay, you're racing along. The fishing ship, despite having done all the lights and stuff, maybe because they did all the starting lights, they haven't quite got going yet. They're quite behind you guys. So you're ahead by 2 ship lengths in front of the fishing ship. However, you are currently next to the Castilia ship, clipping along. Give me another roll.
Automatons, aerodynamic mode.
They're on the gun, like the gun deck. So like, they back. I don't know. They look at
Crouch. Put your head forward.
Lower! Shave yourselves, you fools! What am I rolling for? That's a 2.
Oh no. Same again, is it?
4.
12 plus 4, 16.
Okay.
Oh. 23.
Ooh. Wow. Okay, right. Castilia ship lags behind after an initial good start.
Wanker!
Yeah. They start to. You start to beat. You're pushing ahead of them even further, and they're seeing this, and they're like, "Oh God, they're going to beat us." You're half a ship ahead of them now. They're screaming. The captain, "Come on! We cannot be embarrassed by these new sailors. We are experts." And the crowd, the crew is moving really quickly, tightening things. They're chucking barrels of heavy stuff off the side of their ship just to try and get a bit of speed.
Wow.
They're reducing weight!
Jumping provisions.
Jeez!
The fishing ship is catching up now too. Between the 2 of you, you see them sneaking along. They're moving a bit quicker now. They've got these grand sails, and it seems to be that the captain of the ship has some sort of jet propulsion system of some description. It's flames trailing out the back of the ship
wow.
as the young fisherman's son is shoveling what looks like coal into a furnace. It's some sort of advanced drag racing ship design.
Wow.
Oh no! But they're
Can't
not
believe
quite
it.
quick enough to beat the crew of the Raw Dog, who are really clipping along now. The automatons, they've got into their aerodynamic shape.
Nice.
They've crouched a little bit, and that just seems to be what you needed to really
We
pull
had a bit of
ahead.
drag there.
Sword's excellent direction of the automaton crew seems to have made the difference there as they pull half a ship ahead. As they close into the last third of this race, the end is in sight, and they can taste that 20 gold.
Go on, let's raw dog it to the,
One more roll,
to the
please.
victory line. Oh, very good.
18 plus 4.
You roll so well.
Thank you.
Oh, that's 17 for me.
Oh, 17 for me also.
2 17s and a what?
22.
22.
But there's a gust of wind around the corner that might have to be blown.
Oh.
Despite the shouting of the Castilian ship, that captain, he cannot get his crew. They're fighters, they're not racers, really. The crew is going through the motions, but it just doesn't have the speed required to make the most of the wind. And they sag back into last place as the fishing ship blasts past them. They're starting to skim on the surface now. The speed they're going, they're on the plane. You know, like the bits of the sail are ripping off. The speed they're going. Their face is like the lips are pulling back. However, they may be moving quickly, but they're a tiny ship, and this ship cannot match the speed, precision, and effort of the Raw Dog. The Raw Dog, it almost is overtaken by the fishing ship, but you've already made too much of a headway, and you
Consistency.
sail with speed, effort, and style past the finish line as you
With a
make
month's
it
supply as
and
well.
beat out the fishing ship, which just moments later passes over the finish line as the Castilian ship then lags behind.
Hey, we're winners!
Automatons to
Heroes!
celebration mode.
They're all just like they're moving their
Flailing their
arms, like,
Yeah.
and then they all stop and they're just a little shower of ticker tape comes out of their hands. I don't know who installed that feature, but it's a one-use thing. You're going to have to rearm the ticker tape.
God, that took
The
ages to
ticker
load
tape
up.
shots have now been used.
Andy's flailing his bag around.
Yeah, Andy, put your bag back up. Put it back up. My bad. Sorry.
The crew are seeing you.
They're seeing you. The Castilia crew are clapping. You know, they're gracious in defeat. They're like, well done, well done. And the fishing guy's just happy to have used some of the crazy technology on board. And they're like, he's like, yeah, nice race, good race. And
Seems quite wasteful.
yeah,
You lost a lot of stuff back there.
yeah.
We've got a month's supply on here.
Happy to use it, really. Just I'm loving it. Right,
Cargo management.
they both load bags of 20 gold and just fire them over to you about as small. Well, actually, they aim for the sails, and the sails catch these bags of gold, which then they use low loads. You know, they're not using a lot of powder. The cannons fire over. The 2 bags of 20 gold hammer into your
40
sails.
gold.
40 gold.
And then fall in bags to your deck.
Well, Tom, collect that up.
Well done.
Sweep
you.
it up.
All right, pass on the name.
Speed
The raw
test
dog
passed.
has hit the high seas, and we're heading for the Horn.
To the horn.
To the Horn.
straight
So
away.
yeah, the other ships in the vicinity have seen this race, and they're like, "Wow, that ship is incredible." Stories spread in the local port over the coming days of this fantastic ship design that outpaced even the mighty drag racing fisherman, the legendary local,
Could it have become a term that people use?
of getting raw dogged.
Getting raw dogged.
Yeah,
is
to
what
be
you
raw
races.
dogged is to be blasted past. You know,
You're raw dogging me. You're raw dogging me. They yell as someone races past.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
when you're overtaken.
You're so good at raw dogging.
Yeah,
they
yeah.
yell.
Comes
And the
like a-
kids
yeah.
love the raw doggy
Yeah,
ships
yeah,
as well.
yeah,
They
yeah.
run down to see you come back into port after your sea trial. They're all there on the rocks and on the port, and they're like, "It's the raw dog! Oh
They're
yeah,
raw dogging."
they raw dogged the shit out of that guy." And the fishermen say like, "Yeah, they beat us. Oh,
We got
you know,
raw dogged.
Don't have them. We got raw dogged out there." And like all the townspeople are coming in. They're like, "Yeah, they raw dogged those guys out there as well.
Yeah.
They'll raw dog anyone."
Wow.
This becomes this term for beating someone.
Yeah, it really
Just
does.
for beating
kids
someone.
at sports days.
You're raw
turn to
dogging
each other,
him.
I'm going to raw dog you.
Yes, they are.
Local schools take on it. They have the weekly raw dogging, where the fastest student is given an extra ration.
Go on, son, raw dog that kid.
Yeah,
Yes,
exactly.
I will, Father. Thank
Yeah.
you.
And
There's
years
nothing
later,
weird
the
about this at all.
term leaves the Gold Tooth Isle and becomes vernacular in several different languages,
Yeah.
where people are like, "Well, we don't even know where it originated."
We'll be raw dogging until we win that Olympic medal.
Yeah, we will. I hope to be the best raw dogger. Some
Yeah,
people say.
yeah.
Anyway, you come back into port, and you talk to the artisans, and they sort out that cannon loading problem. They're happy, and yeah, you know, you have a couple more days now in port to think about a few things. Really plan out your trip to the Horn. Any particular considerations you need to make, and the people of the port will also think about what the fuck you're going to be doing.
I think before we leave, boys,
Yeah.
one final baby turtle meal back at the Turtle Bay before we go.
We want to go back just to.
Just for our, at the end of all our planning and stuff.
We'll take some turtles for the road. Yeah.
Make them
Do
last,
you want us
eh?
to, do you want us to go speak to him or
Not right now.
not right now? But that's what we'll do.
That's what we'll do.
do
I'm
it,
quite fired up after
but we
talking
won't
to you.
speak to him
Shaking.
because it took a long time last time.
Oh, the maitre d',
But he knows us well.
Charles.
Charles.
We'll pay full price.
One of them was Charles,
We'll pay for
and,
it.
and the chef was.
We've got 40 gold to
Leclerc.
spend.
We certainly have. We've got 40 gold to spend on turtles.
Yeah.
Well, you guys can go have a slap-up meal. This is the end of part 2 of session 10 of Booty, High Seas, Low Expectations. We hope you've enjoyed it. This is a little bit shorter than the first one because we kind of front-loaded it. Never really know how long each episode is going to be, but this is the end of this one. So we hope you enjoyed it. Thanks again for everyone who's subscribed to us on Patreon. This is available in podcast form on most podcast platforms. It's available in video form on the Hat Films YouTube channel. And it's also available live every Wednesday at 2 p.m. UK time on twitch.tv/hatfilms.
Do you know you can also get it in merch form, in the form of a booty poster?
That's right. It may be up. If it's not up yet, just wait a bit.
Soon.
There'll be
Soon,
some booty
TM.
posters to buy. But yeah, thanks everyone. Thanks for playing, guys.
Thanks for hosting.
And
Thank
I'll
you,
see you tomorrow, but next week.
Yeah, I'll raw dog you to it.
Yeah, let's see who can raw dog our way to the next
yeah.
episode. Oh
I can't
boy.
wait to raw dog you all.
Yeah, yeah. Let's take back raw dog.
Let's take it back. Who owns it?
Us
we
now.
own it.
Us now.
We own it.
Thanks
Anyway,
everybody,
happy raw
and
dogging.
see you next time.
Happy raw dog.
Happy raw dogging.
Bye.